Hello everybody all over the world. Hello, I am HiGPS, and today's episode is all about the Flaregun. It's episode 95. Flaregun. Yes, the Flaregun is a really old weapon and is very used much for the pyro. It's been featured a lot on this show, but I don't think we've done an episode on like actually the Flaregun where we like examine the Flaregun by itself. Now, I don't have any replays of myself using this, but we had a lot of users submitted replays, and if it weren't for those user submitted replays today, there wouldn't have been a show. So big thanks to those who sent the replays. Of course, it's not the vast quantity like it used to be when there's like a funny topic or something like that, but we will definitely into the flare gun. I want to be talking about is like reliability, how it works versus the shotgun, damage and stuff like that, and just general laws in particular. So with that, we by we I mean I am going to tell you that I have a Steam group, and if you have like a suggestion for what we can do, let's see here. Yeah, there we go. This is the Steam group called HiGPS. This is what it looks like. We have, you know, announcements. Events is usually where I schedule. You know, this is where I schedule the show. You can like see the calendar and everything. Overview, here is like all the stuff. Here you can like leave comments, and we have like discussions. Here is the discussion that is going on right now, where for episode 101 we're gonna be doing like the best of the first 100, like the funniest moments and stuff like that. So if you have like a particular moment you remember or see, if you like look in the archive or whatever, you can like type that here, and then you have future topic ideas. Usually you can just leave them in the comments, and actually we see this week's topic was actually submitted by Sleeping Sun, who's like, Flaregun, happy face, yeah. And next time, like I haven't really planned what we want to do, but Orion here suggests Sandman, faster than light, like using some weapons that buff your speed, and I can already tell you that next week we are going to be looking at the Criticola for the Scout, because that's a very interesting weapon. And one thing we will also be doing in the future of the show is that I will be examining more Highlander plays and focusing on one particular player and their style of play, so we can figure out their tricks, what they do, and how you can like incorporate it into your play and stuff like that. So with that said, let's go into the first replay of the day, which is submitted by our hero, namely Jivald. Yes, Jivald. He submitted replays today. He's going to be playing Pyro. He's using the standard degreaser, flare gun, axe extinguisher. Very common. Some players might say that's the best loadout. It's certainly very powerful and very potent, but we will look at today why it might not, you know, be the best one. So here he comes down, attacking this heavy, hitting it with the extinguisher. Fairly common there. The heavy pretends he's a fat scout and just get murdered as he puts the medic on fire and kills him as well. So the flare gun has, you know, the interesting part about the flare gun is that you can shoot it, switch weapon, and then like it reloads itself without you having to, you know, reload it manually, because it only has one click. And there you go. If you hit people that's already on fire, you do 90 damage as opposed to 30, which is like usually 30 when you hit them normal, when you put them on fire. So players are already on fire taking 90 damage, and that's a crit. So a random crit is the same, and unfortunately, Jabal goes down. I'm drinking water out of a jar because I'm a man, as people that watch the pre-show know. So that was the intro to the flare gun. It shoots as a projectile, does some damage, put people on fire. And next replay, we are going to examine why scouts can be good against pyros, because pyros versus scouts is like an interesting matchup. Pyros can definitely deny, you know, scouts from doing whatever. However, if the scout is out of your reach, he will kill you every time, pretty much. So this is still Jivald, still on CP5 Gorge. He sees a soldier, hits him, puts him on fire, and he dies. Seeing the last kill, he sees a scout, he's going to be chasing him. With the flamethrower, putting him on fire. Scout goes and grabs a health kit, and oh, look at this field of view. Nice. Okay, this is the kind of distance where the scout is really good, because he can dodge your flare gun shots, and you can't really hit him with your flare gun, or with your flamethrower. But unfortunately, the scout runs into him. But you know, you're out with your flare gun, and unfortunately, you get taken out, and then the scout decides to cuddle with the spy. So a bit of a like, you know, this isn't, you know, top tier play. This isn't like platinum premium players. This is just pub players. And we're gonna be examining that for the most of the day. Not any competitive at all today. So this is Chain. You can see half of his head down here. And sometimes when I do an episode, I'm gonna include, from now on, I'm gonna include a bonus. And today's bonus, which nobody did, was using the Flaregun only. That is like a little like a challenge you can do for yourself and see what kind of plays that does. But nice little flare gun there. Let's look at that again, because that was quite nice how we handled that spy. Of course, the spy not being stabby, because if it was stabby, we would be able to stab him. But he misses the stab, turns around, shoots it, puts him on fire, misses the extinguisher, sees the spy run away, hits him once with the flare gun, and shoots, and gets him a second time. Excellent. So, nice work there. We're running back to spawn, grabbing more ammo. I think what Chain wanted to go for here is, yeah, there we have Chain. It's a friend of mine. Flaregun also very good at annoying snipers. One problem that Pyros had was that at a longer distance they had nothing to deal with players far away other than their shotgun, which didn't do any damage. So this is like bursty damage you can do, and now he turns up his field of view because he has been watching stabby, and he thinks that actually helps your aim. You just see less on your side, and things look slightly bigger. So he's gonna be shooting here, and then he's like, yeah, flame the thing. Excellent. Reflect. Rocket. Boom. Yeah. Reflect. Sentry rocket. Boom. Yeah. Oh shit, there's a bunch of people. Oh, oh, okay. Shoot. Okay, fall back. So the flare gun is good where the huntsman is good. If you know the huntsman, you will be good with the flare gun because they are pretty similar. I think in speed and in the way they work. Usually narrow corridors is good. And Chain not gonna be putting this scout on fire because he doesn't do it. That is why. Now he turns to his field of view, pretends he's a sniper, and completely... Oh, what happened to... Okay, completely ignoring this demo man that's right behind him. And then it's like, oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Killing him. Nice work. Using the flare gun again. Putting the engineer on fire. Alright, straightening back and forth. Soldier here. Trying to do some stuff, but unfortunately you get killed. So one thing that is important to note with the flare gun is that it's very easy to overuse. And by overuse, I mean you use it more than you should. Like, we see this in Highlander a lot, and also on pub servers. When people like finally get the flare gun for the first time, they're like, oh yeah, this is so awesome. I'm gonna be using the flare gun like all the time. So good. And then you kind of overuse it, and it's not so reliable because you keep missing, and you just keep using it, and you really should switch to your flamethrower and do some damage. But you just don't, because you're like, yeah, but maybe I'll hit him next time. I'll totally hit him next time. And here he comes to what? What? He did a somersault right there. So what happened? Let's look at it again. So here is Chain. We're talking about, you know, how you always want to have that, you know, extra shot that does the damage. Oh. Somersault! Todd killed! Todd killed, yes. That's the second episode in a row where we had people getting Todd killed. So if you have an episode where you try to do the topic and you get Todd killed, send that in, because it's funny.
It's funny to me!
Yes. So let's move on to the fail replay of today's episode. Always important to look at the fails and stuff like that, because it's by failing you get better. So we're just gonna fast forward until the gates open. Vroom, 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 vroom. I forgot who this was. This was yeah, it's Chain still. Chain Link. Maybe like Zelda. Putting Huntsman on fire. Back and forth. Oh. Oh. Well, any predictions? They both died. Moving on. Take 2. Chain link here. And what I want to talk about in this replay is the reliability of the flare gun. You see people talk about it all the time, like, it's not so reliable, you know, that's why you use the shotgun, and kind of like that. So it's very similar in the terms of debate when it comes to, like, Girardi versus SMG, right? So, like, I'm sure everybody has been using the Girardi and stuff like that when you play Sniper. I haven't done that most because I like most, you know, Sniper's my main and stuff. And the thing is, like, sometimes when you throw Girardi, sometimes you cover a lot of people in urine, and they take more damage, but nobody shoots at them, so it doesn't do anything. And sometimes you throw, and somebody runs right in front of you, and you don't hit anything. And sometimes you just miss, right? And it's very similar with the flare gun, that you keep shooting, but because it's a projectile that is not, you know, like, super fast, it's very easy to miss. And out of all the shots he has fired this round, Chainlink hasn't hit a single one. I think he hit one once against a pyro. So the flare gun is not good against pyros at all. So if the opposing pyro is running a shotgun and you're running the flare gun, you're gonna lose every time. Because the shotgun just does more damage and it's more reliable. Because with the shotgun, you just pull it up, and then you aim, and then you shoot, and then you hit whatever you're shooting at, considering like you have your aim. So here's one shot where he misses. So let's count the amount of shots he fires. Okay, 1 shot. Puts one guy on fire. Okay, 2 shots. Misses. 3 shots. Misses. 4 shots. Hits. 5 shots. Misses. I think, because he would kill the engineer. So already 5. He missed a couple. Trying to overuse the flare gun here. Trying to, you know, be fancy. Misses again. And he hits one. Okay, so about half of his shots. Okay, he misses once again. And he misses. You put him on fire. Engineer dies. And then you shoot another one and you miss. And you reflect some projectiles there, protecting your medic. That's good. Going back to the flare gun, you shoot and you miss. And 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 you put him on fire and you shoot and you miss. And you shoot and then you miss. And then he's like, ah, fuck it, I'll just use this. And then you shoot it, and then you miss. And you shoot it, and then you miss. And then you're like, fuck everything, reflect! Yeah, reflecting rockets. And then you actually hit a spy, but he's dead when you put him on fire. So you shoot, and you miss. And then you put the fire on, sniper on fire, and like, yeah! I finally hit the sniper! God, I'm good with the flare gun. Like, I don't understand what you mean by it's not being reliable or anything. I totally hit that sniper. Let's look at that again. Alright, so here we are, you know. Yeah, there's a spy, you know, putting in the fire, you know, excellent, good, missing, okay, good. And it's like, yeah, sniper! However, he is in flamethrower range, and the flamethrower does more damage anyway, so you should be using that instead of the flare gun. Also, you're so close that if you missed, you wouldn't have a head. Yeah, taking him out. Shooting, hitting the NG as well. Could have used the flamethrower and actually be safer. Like, yeah, some trickery here. Reflecting rockets. No, reflecting rockets, but unfortunately, engineer is behind the sentry gun, so the sentry gun absorbs all the damage. The engineer doesn't take anything, and engineer's fine. So then we go back to shooting and missing. And, okay, reflect, you know. Okay, good. Going back. Excellent. Putting up the flare gun again because we've been so successful with that one. Shoot and miss. And okay, grabbing health kit. Excellent. Grabbing health kits because that heals us, and having heals is good because it allows us to stay alive longer, and we don't die. So yeah, you know. Okay, sentry. My only weakness. Reflect. Fuck. Damn it. Huh. So. Out of all the flares he shot, how many did he actually hit? I think he hit 7. And he shot a lot. Rhymes? Yeah. So that is what I mean by reliability, because you like even like at one point the engineer was like right in front of him and he missed, and that is just because the way the flare gun works. So the flare gun is really good when you are shooting targets that are standing still, are like hiding in corners, like snipers are good, like putting them on fire. It's also like this little trick you can do where you like compression blast, you put them on fire with the degreaser, and then you put them in the air, and then you and then you put them on fire, you compression blast them in the air, and then while they're in the air, you switch to the flare gun and kill them like a little sting. It's like kind of using the extinguisher, but more fancy. So if you're like using, not the extinguisher, but anything else, but finally getting the hit, and reflex are good. Bam! Yeah, taking them out. That's gotta feel so good. Way more useful than the flare gun to get a crit, mini crit rocket. Does a lot of damage, is excellent. Putting sprays that we can't see for some reason. And then hiding in the corner. For a while. Yes! Okay. Hiding in the corner still. Yes, okay. So here we are. Okay. What can the pyro do at this point? Well, if you jump down, you might be able to get something done, but he might think there's a sentry or something. So he is just going to hang out in top here. Turning up his field of view so he sees a bit closer. And then he shoots, misses, and then he dies. But it did have an also long-range reflect, and that's all that matters. Yeah. Yes. Moving on. Still chained, still on Barn Blitz, still using the flare gun. Hopefully you've understood like what I mean by reliability. It's not as reliable as the shotgun, because if you aim directly at your target and you shoot, you will hit somewhat with the shotgun. So we have chain link here reflecting some bombs. Good, good, excellent. His team opting to not have any medics whatsoever, and the enemy team has a medic, so that's why you're not winning. And you're shooting flares, missing. Nothing new here. Shooting flares, missing. Scout. We actually get him in fire. There we have like a little trick you can do, but barely missing again. We see like a lot of misses, but that is fairly common with this. And soldier. Reflect. Flare gun, barely missing. Let's see, sentry. Okay, can't go out there. So at this point, what can the pyro do? Well, at this point in time, you're just shooting, missing, shooting, and missing, and shooting, and missing. And at this point in time, you wish you were not playing pyro, and you wished you were, something else. Anything but pyro would, and scout would probably be good at this point for this push. Because as a pyro, you need to be close to your targets in order to do damage. But there's sentries, and if you jump down here, you'll most likely get killed. However, there isn't really that much, but the sentry's going back up again. So even if you jumped out as a pyro, you would get blown to bits by this sentry, and you can't do anything with that. Pyros are not necessarily good, and there's the random crit, nailing you to the death coffin. Yeah. And that's one thing about pyro and using the thing when you play a public service, is that sometimes you have to switch your class if you want to do well. And that's why you see teams with 5 snipers, 2 spies not really win that much, because if the enemy team has a demo man and a medic, they will just kill everything. Yes. And speaking of things you can't do, that's very hard as a pyro, because a lot of pyros, when you play pyro, I'm gonna go in and burn some guys, and then you go in and you burn them and you die and they survive. So this is defensive pyro. This is not chain. This is Gozi-san, the hero of HiGPS, the guy who has submitted the most replays, and is actually the guy who made this episode happen. So big thanks to him. Fun fact: I do this show at 7 p.m. Central European time, and I woke up at 5 Central European time. Because I was listening to Seth Rogen podcast all damn day. And by day I mean nights. I went to bed at 7 a.m. Ugh. Yes. So at this point, he is defending. He's using the degreaser extinguisher flare gun. Very standard. A lot of players use it. And at this point in time, right here, as a pyro, you can't really do anything with this. First of all, you use the degreaser, so the flame damage output is lower. And there is a lot of demo man and soldier, 2 medics. So you don't have the damage output to do this. And we see a lot of pyros like, oh yeah, people are clustered together. I'll just go in and burn everything. But you forget you are one and they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's 6 versus 1. So at this point in time, you can only fall back and kind of just hang around the sentry and deny any kind of push. Because keep in mind, a pyro is really good at denying people running around corners. And if you have a dispenser nearby, you can practically deny people as long as you wish to do that. And, you know, spy checking, good. Excellent. And then just shooting the flare gun, not really doing anything because he can't get in close, and the shotgun would have done less damage right here. Here is an excellent spot for the flare gun. Like narrow corridors like this where they don't have a lot of space to move, especially if they come here, you can actually be very successful with the flare gun. So he's just going to go and take a look over here, put some people on fire, and you see he's going to be forced to falling back with this other pyro that has the robot chicken hat. And, oh, another pyro. My only weakness are pyros when you play pyro, and another pyro degreaser, and he goes down to something. And they have a dispenser here. Should be spy checking just a little bit, so you know in case a spy is like sitting on top of the dispenser or sentry or whatever, you do that, but he doesn't. So here we have Gozizan shooting flares. At this point in time, he can't really, you know, be here because he relies on players being close to him in order to do damage. And like you have demomans and medics, and even if you hit them with the flare gun, it will not be enough to kill them because they will just heal up and just keep shooting at you with their ranged weapons. And right here, Gozizan is actually doing like the best thing. He has a dispenser that he is healing off of. And then he's going to be trying and denying. Oh, nice reflect there, reflecting a crit rock, like a direct hit. And, oh, a bunch of people got to be falling back. Oh, compression blast them. Yes, nice. Falling back here, a bit of a lagging situation at the moment. Lots of going on, and his poor computer can't handle the awesomeness of what is going on. And standing around the corner. Oh, snipers, look out. There's a bunch of blue guys. There's a sentry here. You really got to help defend this, help this hold, and now crits has been popped on the pyro, and you can see he didn't do anything because, oh, finally burning him. Finally, at the end of the crits, he got a couple of kills, and he's being shot up by a sniper, and he sees the sniper up there, but he's going to be falling back. Doesn't have a lot of health, and they actually held this surprisingly well. The demo man, he doesn't want to attack him, and one thing you can do with the demo man, if he has a sticky bomb launcher, wait until he starts to reload, and then you go attack him. Oh, barely missing the sniper, putting the sniper on fire, and like, yeah, I'm just gonna... There you go, yeah, crit. Excellent, taking him out. Nice work. Oh, sticky bombs, oh, push them away, yep, push them, yep. They're attacking. We have a heavy on the side here, soaking up the damage. Oh, should really try and help with the flare gun, but I'm hit a pyro, and it didn't do that much damage. It did 30, and that blew up. Unfortunately. So playing pyro can be very hard if you are not like in position properly, and often you will just have to wait until you can help somebody. You can't really go in by yourself because if you're a heavy and you have full heals, like doesn't matter whoever I meet, I will just go in, spin up my gun and shoot everything. Because a heavy has like 540 damage per second if they're like really close, and a pyro has like 200 something, so it's like significantly less. So with that, we're gonna look at what feels good when you play pyro, and this is why people like the flare gun. This replay, okay? This is Gozizan, top fragging on his team, being the boss. Teams are fairly even in score, except they're not. They're favoring the blue team slightly, and now the blue is 9. So he is still running that. They have a medic who's joining the quick fix. We have Gozizan shooting flares. That's a nice thing to do, just shooting flares in hallways when you're running to middle, because in case somebody's like, you know, I'm gonna run out and hit this door, because usually they get to mid the middle point. When I say mid, this is it. This is mid. As you can see on the map, there's like this middle of the map. As you can see, the map is mirrored, and it takes the same amount of time to run from there to middle as from there to middle because it's mirrored. So sometimes you will actually put people on fire when you just shoot there. So here we go. One flare. Okay, he misses. You know, that's fine. Oh! Hits him! Hits him! Twice! How do I know that he hit him twice and it wasn't just the other pyro killing him? Well, when you get killed by a crit and you're not blown to bits... Keep rhyming for some reason. They go... When they die, they scream. That means a crit killed them. It's either headshot, backstab or a crit kill that wasn't an explosive kill. That is it. So, shooting once again. He is gonna put this demo man on fire. Crit, flare gun shoots, and barely misses. Oh, that was close. But however, he got a soldier, got a big fuel. Oh, heavy compression blasting. Crit. Oh, getting it done. Woo. Okay, that's 2 crit kills with flare. He shoots. Bam! Okay, that's... I've already lost count. Fuck. Yeah, but that's one more. I think that's 3 or 4. Yeah. That's a heavy body. Don't worry, I'll just shoot him with some fire and then burn him. Yeah, because we can do that. Flare gun. Getting the soldier. We're up to 5. If I can count. Yeah, this is why people love flare gun, because like, yeah, I'll just do this all the time. But that's not the case. This is very rarely. But you know, you can get good with this thing, and it just feels so good. So, bam. Oh, sees the sniper. Sees the sniper. Shoots. Actually gets headshot by another guy. Ooh, barely missing, but there's a soldier up there. Oh, medic. Oh, you're mine. Putting the medic on fire. Bam! Actually, scouts kills him. I'm gonna be attacking. Oh, sees the heavy. Bam! Getting the heavy because he was really low. Shooting, missing. Shooting and missing. Just shooting at the door. And I'm gonna be capping the point here. And they win! That's why the flare gun is fun, man. Because when you get those kills, you're just like, ugh, excellent. Or like getting a flare crit is like a headshot to me. Just feels so good. So with having something that feels really good, let's move over to something that doesn't feel so good. Yeah, so at this point in time, if you're a pyro and you see the teleporter is like broken, just fucking run into spawn and switch class and don't let it blow up. So, oh yeah, right, we can't fix that. And I didn't get my PhD in whatever the engineer has. So I can't. I just can't. Playing here on Buyback Heavy is the shit. Okay, flare gun. This is Goji's on still. Oh, jumping around with the rockets. Okay, come on, medic, heal me, heal him. Grabbing ammo, falling back, healing. Yeah, yeah. Okay, we got a mini sentry here that we are gonna protect. Excellent. Fire, fire. Flare gun misses. You know, have we seen? Oh, spy! Get the spy. Where'd he go? Did we get him? I think we did. Oh, a bunch of guys. Okay, put him on fire. Flare gun. Hits him. Yeah. Okay. On the side here. Fire. Okay, shoots. Oh, put the scout on fire. Excellent. They're on fire. They're retreating. Oh, flare crit. Getting the scout. Nice work. Putting the sniper on fire. You're gonna have trouble shooting with that rifle. Flying back. Flying back. Why do you think I stopped? Why do you think I stopped? You see this? This is called a bomb. Boom! And this little spark right here means the medic dropped the Uber. And that guy doesn't even look happy. What a jerk. So with that, we're gonna go on to our last replay of the day. Whoops. Yes.
Somersault!
Oh yeah, somersault. Yeah, there you go. This is Goji's on. He's gonna wrap it up for us today. Shooting that flare. Putting a sniper on fire. You know, that's one thing the flare gun is really good at. The sniper's in scope. He moves really slowly. You can easily put him on fire, and I guess that was like one of the main intentions with the flare gun, to give like a pyro to like semi-snipe kind of, because the pyro is like a class who's like, you know, long range. Playing on Egypt, which is not a good map, but it can be fun. We play it to have fun. goes is on. Boop, 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 boop. The playing pyro. Boop, 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 boop. Play pyro on Egypt. Hiding in the corner over there. Boop, 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 boop. Nothing is happening. Running into enemy spawn and maybe dying. She's a pyro. She's a sniper. Gonna be falling back. This guy chasing in. Yep. Put his scout on fire. And he actually dies from crit, whatever, something. It's goes. He's on. Playing pyro. Egypt here. Oh, putting this nice spy on fire. Taking him out with a nice little flary action there. Spy checking. Yep. I'm running back and forth. Oh, pyros in Girardi. Shoot the flare. Shoot. There we go. Missing. That's fine. Hearing spy. Spy! Yes, I heard him. Excellent. Taking him out with another crit flare. Excellent. Playing pyro. Oh, I'm gonna put you out of your fire. There you go. You're welcome. I'm a pyro bro. I help you with that stuff. Not like that nasty sniper just throws urine at you. Hitting the guy on fire. Oh, there's a huntsman sniper down there. Gotta be careful. Yep, putting him on fire. Yeah. Taking him out. And then retreating. So we're seeing Goes on doing fairly well here. And, there you go. Oh! Okay. Strand went down. Oh, there's a bunch of guys over here. Get them! Get them! They're snipers. They don't hit anything because they're bad. Yeah! Come here. Oh!
Somersault!
And that's usually what happens if you tackle like a huntsman sniper up close. So with that, that's gonna wrap up the episode for Flaregun. The reason I'm looking over here is that this is where chat is. So I'm looking at the chat every now and then. Yeah, and we're not gonna do shoutouts anymore because I kept getting matched third-party content on YouTube, so that wasn't really good. So unfortunately, shoutouts are no more, but I will bring the chat up so you guys can talk and see yourself. You can do shoutouts while I finish up the show. And that is next time what we're going to be doing. I already said this in the beginning, but we are going to be looking at the Criticola for the Scout. This is what we're going to be doing. Because the Criticola got a buff a while ago, and we haven't really covered it, so we're going to look at how Criticola affects your play as a Scout, both in rollout and in combat. It's a very interesting weapon because you do mini crits, but you also take mini crits, so it relies on you being able to, you know, flank and dodge and basically do whatever a Scout does, only better with the Criticola. So the only like this was submitted by who was this submitted by? This was in the Steam group. Or I think it was Orion in some numbers. Orion submitted this, and I think it's very important to do this. So you can use whatever loadout you want. The only thing is that you have to use the Criticola as a secondary slot. So whatever main weapon, whatever melee weapon, you just have to use the Criticola and get at least like 1 kill, or show off some like perks of it. So that is gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching. I have a Steam group you can join. It's in the links and stuff below. I also have a Twitter and stuff like that. If you like casting up competitive games, I started casting a lot of UGC. So you can check that out as well. Other than that, big thanks to people who submitted replays. If it weren't for those guys, there wouldn't be an episode today, and I wouldn't be able to do this because I can't fucking go to bed at night. So yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you guys later, and oh shit, I almost forgot. Holy crap. I almost forgot the raffle. I just looked at it in the chat. That's over here. Whew! That was close. Whoa. And just stop clearing the chat, like leave the chat open. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the raffle right now, and how it works is that if you're in the chat and you're following me, you get to win. And because I almost forgot the raffle, we're still just gonna do one raffle. We can do one guy. So there we go. I'm gonna be grabbing all the usernames. Here we go. This is a little thing we do where we have everybody on, and we're gonna be rolling the dice. If you don't follow me, I'm gonna laugh at you. Fopmud PD. Congratulations, you are the winner of the raffle, and we will be right back with the raffle winner. And we are back with the raffle winner. Dionosos. Guy submitted stuff before. It's only karma, you know. You give and you take, so he gets to choose one of these items that's graciously been submitted by users and viewers of the show. So yeah, love karma, and now you have 15 seconds to pick an item, and I will start counting it right now. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Chooses the lollipop. Strange lollipop. Counts your kills and stuff. Yeah. There we go. Raffle completed. You guys know the topic. It is the Criticola for Scout. Send replays. It's going to be awesome. Thanks for watching. And thanks for reminding me of doing the raffle.